Hello and welcome to Scribes and Songsters. I'm Veronique Mandal. I'm delighted to have my guest today actually be on the show. Katie and Josh Pascoe are the husband and wife team from Kingsville who make up Fresh Breath. They've been releasing their blend of heartfelt songwriting and wonderful melodies since, a couple of decades ago. When I say it's great to actually have them on the show, it's because the last time they were with us, they were on Zoom. Mm-hmm. Yuck, Zoom. Yeah. So a big welcome to you both.
Thank you so much.
So now I know that you've been really busy and we're going to talk about all your busy stuff you've been doing. Mm-hmm. But for those who may not know you, tell us, how did you become Fresh Breath? How'd you get there?
We met a long time ago now, but we were the kids at the party learning to play guitar at the same time, and so we gravitated towards each other and away from everybody else that didn't want to hear us. And we started writing music. It's over 20 years ago now.
Crazy.
And, and we came up with the band name when we were kids, and it's stuck.
Yeah, it was like the very first band name we came up with. So
it's been
Fresh Breath for 20 plus years. And
what sort of inspired Fresh Breath?
We were trying to think of something that could never be a negative thing. So we were like, what's something that people would never say would be bad?
Yes.
That was where it kind of sparked from.
Yeah, and it changes over the years. So Fresh Breath now, we try and use it as just may everything that comes out of your mouth be positive and fresh, and it's like a reminder for us.
A breath of fresh air kind of idea, vibe.
I love it. I love the name.
Thanks.
Thank you.
So what was it like getting started once you learned to play?
It was fun.
It was fun. We put out a lot of music. We have always loved recording, and we always were under the mindset of we've written these things and we might as well document it so that at least we don't forget it, and just we can always go back and see where our mindset was and
see how we've grown.
Yeah, see how we've grown.
We've always kind of been old school about just getting out there and playing shows and recording music, just basics.
So, take me back to the first time you went out after, you learned to play and you've got some music going. Sort of, how did you do that, Did you go to pubs or?
Well, we played a lot of pubs in the beginning. Our very first show was a nightmare.
Tell me more.
I don't even think we had enough songs to cover what we said.
The set time or whatever. We repeated songs.
And would start and stop because we forgot. We're too nervous to continue.
Yeah, we did a lot of open mics back then too to start out to get our nerves under control and figure out how to be on stage and perform, because it takes a while, right, to figure that out.
The first time that we actually went out and considered it was a tour, we did an open mic tour. So we took a month off of work, and my boss was not happy about it, but I'm either I have a job when I get back or I don't, but I'm going to do this. And that was an early indicator of what I wanted to do with my life. But we just took our pop-up camper and we drove all the way to Vancouver Island and back, and we just researched where there was open mics in the cities that we were going, and we would just go and get our 3 songs on stage or whatever. And so that was the first time. It was 2010, I think, when we actually put out a body of work.
Now, is it a collaboration all the time? Do you sort of, does you both write lyrics? You both write the music?
Yeah, we usually collab on stuff, and unless it's something he came up with, or vice versa, and then we just kind of maybe help with backups or something. But most of the time we'll collab writing styles together.
It's nice to have somebody to bounce off of. Even if you come with a song that you feel is complete and then you sing it or lay down a demo, and then we'll both listen and critique melodies and I always say now, I heard in a interview, it was Jason Isbell that says it, I don't want to steal his quote, but it's the better you get at songwriting, the harder it is, because then you're dropping words and syllables and trimming the fat. Does this need to be there? And you can second guess yourself a lot, so it's nice to have a writing partner to do that with.
Yeah. Have you ever said one to the other, that's really bad?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And we've learned to deal with it, and like we've come a long way because there used to be a lot
Yeah.
of emotion tied to it, and then especially when you're married. And
We've learned how to communicate those types of situations a little bit better than, but I feel like back in the day, I would maybe shut down a lot easier and be like, I don't know, I like it. Like it would be hard because we're married, right? So, but I feel like we've kind of sorted that out to figure out like, okay, like let's, instead of attacking the process, maybe just nurture it a little bit.
Yeah.
And it's not personal, right? It's like separation of church and state, right? Like it's like we're right. This is work right now, and then we'll go for dinner after, and that can stay there. It's like it's not a personal attack, but we definitely grown over the years on how we navigate not getting taking it into our personal lives.
It's like someone saying, it's not personal, but you're getting fired.
Yeah. It's like
very personal.
It feels personal. And with songs are so personal, and that's the thing too, right? Like you're bringing real emotion, and it's like, So it's about navigating and doing it in a kind, gentle way, I guess. Like we can't be arguing,
What instruments do you play?
I play acoustic guitar and a flute.
Wow.
A little bit of harmonica.
Yeah. I just laugh because she just started playing harmonica for a couple of our cover shows, and we make a big deal of it. But, and I kind of dabble in everything. Like I focus mainly on guitar, but I can play piano and drums, bass, and like I do some synth stuff, and so I can kind of dabble in everything. There's a lot of our recordings where I just played everything on it, and which is like. It's good and it's bad. You're going to show up. But also it's like you can be over involved with critiquing yourself and like just not having the chops to get out what you actually want. So having the full band to record with now it's awesome because it takes a lot of weight off of our shoulders. And you can kind of separate yourself from the parts and not overthink like, should that snare be, it's like, no, like let him take care of that, But...
When, what point did you realize that you wanted to do this full time for your careers? And was it scary?
It was. It was 2019. We decided we were going to work for one more year, and then in 2020 we would quit and be full-time musicians. So it was really scary because it was a pandemic, and we were like, oh, didn't see this coming. Yeah. But luckily we kind of took that 2019 year to prepare, worked, finished our full-time jobs, and kind of saved in anticipation of having like a slower income that next year, and then it ended up being much slower. But we haven't had to do anything else. We're still full-time musicians to the day. So
we like I tell this story on stage a lot about us prepping to become full-time musicians, and like we sold our house, we sold our boat, we sold our camper trailer. And we moved back to a family farm where, there's 2 houses on the property, and like we're super fortunate for that. Like it's not lost on us that not everybody has that opportunity. But when we simplified our lives, got rid of a lot of debt, didn't have as many bills, and we just like became like super stoked on what we were doing. And but that was 2020 when the world shut down. We took a job trying to get as many people together as you could when it was illegal to do so.
We did some Facebook Lives, and it was awful.
Like there was too much screen time at that point, but we made it through. So
did you ever regret it in those couple of years?
Not really, because the industry I was in was the travel business, so I would have probably been out of a job either way. Yeah. So at least I still had the music to do at home and play, and something to kind of focus on during that time. So
and we took full advantage. Like we did 2-a-day rehearsals the whole time we were in lockdown. So we're just like, well, we might as well just like take advantage of the time that we have. Yeah. And so we just rehearsed, and I feel like we came out of it way better than we went into it. So
actually, when you think about it, it was probably something that you could never have been able to do to actually have that focused time.
Yeah,
right?
exactly. Yeah. So we tried to take it as a positive, even though it was like hard to.
It was difficult, obviously.
So you put out your first album in 2023, was it?
Our very first was 2010.
Our very first one we put out was
Oh,
2010.
wow.
Yeah, and we had,
What was that like?
Yeah, so we had 2 full albums. It was funny. We just drove home we were down south for the winter this year, and we did this nostalgia tour because we had a 28-hour drive home or something. So we listened to the stuff that was unreleased. So we had 2 full albums before that were unreleased. We did one in 2000.
We've basically just been recording everything that we've ever, you know what I mean, and just
our whole catalog
putting it out.
is,
So it's
is
been
recorded.
a lot of stuff.
The first 2 albums were just laughably bad. The recording quality and the song writing and stuff, but
and that was pre-cell phone times. It was they didn't have a lot of recording gear at home, right?
No.
So, but yeah.
Was there anything in it salvageable that you could re-release?
Yeah, for sure.
We've tried to think about doing that, but we're always writing so much and our perspective changes so much that it's if you go back and do that, musically, I feel like you can throw it all away. But the idea is, it's interesting to see where our thought process was back there. And to be honest with you, we've been singing about the same kind of thing for 20 years, where we feel a little bit of angst with the way that our lives and the world is, and we're trying to come up with solutions, right?
Yeah.
So it's funny, but we listened to all the new stuff, and then in 2010 we finally went into a studio, and actually no, I recorded that one.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. So that tells you.
But yeah,
enough about it.
2023 or 2021, we released an EP with Factor and
Right.
Yeah.
Now, for people who don't know, that was Factor. When Factor funds something, what is Factor?
yeah, so it's like a grant program in Canada.
Yeah. The Foundation Assisting Canadian
Talents on Recordings. So it's the acronym.
Yeah.
And they have grant applications that are throughout the year for artists, but this was I think it was an artist development grant.
Yep.
And so we received that and we put that towards our EP called How Did I Get Here? And that was nominated for some singer-songwriter awards and stuff.
Yeah.
That must have felt terrific.
Yeah,
It was great, and we got to do it at Brett Studio, and we had done 2 or 3 more EPs at Sound Foundry too, and this was when the band was kind of changing hands, and we brought in different players and this kind of thing. And so on our Spotify, if you look it up, there's our Fresh Breath, there's an album from 2010, and then it jumps right to that Factor one. But if you go to Fresh Breath Band, there's a couple of
in-betweeners.
in between EPs where we recorded live off the floor, and there was different players. We had a jazz bass player and a metal drummer at one point, playing with us.
Wow.
So the music, it's we've always been very experimental and allowing people to just be themselves on the recordings.
Yeah, a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun. But then now we've kind of honed it down to what we're trying to do now. So since 2021, I feel like everything's kind of honed in on our direction and what we want to do. So,
Well, speaking of, one of the songs that I listened to, He Said, She Said. Tell us about it.
Sure.
okay, I wrote the lyrics. It was inspired by just people in my life that are it's funny, as you get older, you see people go through divorce and these things, and then the dating game comes back in. you know what I mean? And it's I'm lucky where I'm not going through that, but just watching that and seeing people having to deal with head games and that kind of thing, and it just sparked this whole thing of if you're not happy in your situation, sometimes just speak with your feet and leave. And so that's kind of the message in it, regardless if it's a job or your girlfriend or boyfriend or whatever, and if it's just not serving you, just speak with your feet and leave. And that's kind of what the song's about.
All right, let's have a listen. Here it is. He said, she said.
Walking right out that door. So I'm walking right out that door. I'm not gonna play these games with you anymore. And I never said quite so much, saying nothing before. You call late, wanted it. I say you're drunk again. These games in my head, I'm not playing, so I'm walking right out that door. I'm not gonna play these games with you anymore. So I'm walking right out that door. I'm not gonna play these games with you anymore. And I never said quite so much, saying nothing before. I speak with my feet as I walk out that door. Not gonna play your head games anymore. I speak with my feet as I walk out that door. Not gonna play your head games anymore. Because he said, she said, games in my head, I'm not playing. He said, she said, so walking right out that door. Not gonna play these games with you anymore. So I'm walking right out that door. I'm not gonna play these games with you anymore. And I never said quite so much, saying nothing before.
So that was He Said, She Said. I loved the tempo and the storyline and the red door. It was great. So now you mentioned you were touring. Where'd you go?
We just got back from South Texas. We've been going down there the last 4 winter seasons, and yeah, we have a great time down there playing music. We play 5 days a week, and we go down in our van. So we stay in a camper van, and we live on the beach all winter.
Hard.
Yeah, there's a pretty amazing scene down there. It's like a very small island, so once you're there, you're kind of just going 5-10 minutes to each venue and playing shows, and there's tons of great musicians and lovely people. So it's
Great
fun.
audiences.
Yeah, the
great
audiences are great.
yeah.
Everybody's on vacation or retired.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
So everybody's kind of receptive.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
absolutely.
very, very.
And you won an award recently.
We did, yes.
Tell us about that.
We're going to Sweden with our band in June to play at a festival called Lilla Bifestivalen. And the contest was North to North. It was a contest out of Toronto. That's basically doing an exchange with Sweden, and we're representing Canada as ambassadors in Sweden this June with our band. So we're really excited.
Wow. How did that happen?
There was a contest that was online, and we applied to, and
We won something.
we had to send in a press package and all of our information, and we won first place.
We're officially award-winning band Fresh Breath.
Yes, you absolutely are. Were there many people who...
As far as I know, there were hundreds of applicants, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Must make you feel good.
yeah it was great. It was
Yes.
good news for us, yeah.
Yeah. Does it come with money?
Not necessarily.
You know this industry.
It's a big prize package.
It is,
So,
yes.
like, I think the prize package was valued at $12,000 or something like that. But so, like, and it's like PR and
Main stage festival performance with the band at the festival, and then they're like really dedicated to the Canada like exchange. So they have a barn dedicated to Canada Land, and they have like a whole thing that we're going down there to basically meet the Canadians at this festival. So we're excited to do that.
Katie is singing the Canadian national anthem at the opening ceremony.
Yes.
So
Seriously?
Yeah, I was asked to perform that, so
Congratulations.
that'll be a first for me. I've never done that.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is fabulous. And with the whole barn thing, you'll feel right at home.
Exactly.
Yeah,
so
for sure.
I guess that was the judges that were in Sweden saw that we do that here with the barn on the farm, and so they thought that was really kind of a great match.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So where do you play locally? If somebody do you play locally if somebody wants to come and see you?
We do. We have all of our dates up right now for the whole spring summer season, freshbreathband.com. But we play a lot of the wineries and breweries around Windsor, Essex, and we also tour a little bit throughout Ontario this summer. We're not going anywhere other than just Southern Ontario and Sweden.
Yeah.
But usually we'll try to go out to Calgary and we go all over the place. But yeah, you can find us in Ontario this summer.
Where's one of your favorite places to perform?
Well, our barn on the farm.
Barn on the farm is just because we're so dedicated to it and that we put so much work into it. I just love it. But outside of that, everything it's so different everywhere you go. So I don't know. Texas, South Padre, we did the listening sessions this year. That was amazing down there. And then there's so many great wineries and breweries, and it's hard to pick just one. It's,
Is there one particular winery that we should look out for?
Well, we're playing at Crew, which is just outside of Harrow.
Yeah, love
Lovely new spot there. We play there quite a bit, maybe once a month or so. So that'd probably be a good spot to look for us.
Yep.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
And they've got great wine.
They do. Yeah.
Yeah.
The food's great too.
And where can people buy your music?
We can find it all on our website, like I said, freshbreathband.com. You can download it on iTunes, I don't know if you can download on Spotify. It's on Bandcamp.
I don't think so.
It's on all the things.
Yeah. It's on all the
And if you
streaming
come to
services
shows,
now.
we have vinyl and CDs and stuff like that too.
Is it difficult to make money independently?
Yes. Short answer, yes, it is. But it's about I think not saturating an area and just being able. You have to have merch. It's the biggest thing, especially
Interesting.
because
helps
everybody
a
can
lot.
listen for free now, right? So having merch, having the not traditional CDs because nobody listens to those anymore, So you need we've got cups and hats and T-shirts and stickers and
a little store.
It's like a little store, and that goes a long way. So I feel like that's the easiest way to actually put money in the bank, especially when you're touring around. So yeah.
So remind me when you're going to Sweden?
June 10th
June
to
10th.
14th, kind of that area.
Well, I certainly wish you lots of luck.
Thank you.
Knock 'em dead.
Thank you so
Thank you
much.
very much.
Yeah.
And so before I let you go, I want to play another song that I also really enjoyed, Through My Window. Tell us quickly about that.
Yeah, sure. This is the title track off of our last full-length album. And it's about me realizing that I'm going to grow up and get old one day. I know I'm on my way, but that I don't really have to mentally, and that just to kind of remind yourself of the playfulness of life. So that's kind of where the idea came from.
And I love all the greenery in there.
Thanks.
It was terrific.
Thank you.
So we're going to go out on the music, and I'll thank you now. It's just been so delightful.
Thank you.
And I wish you all the best and have a great summer.
Yeah.
And I'll go on your website and track you down wherever you're playing.
We're
Thanks
out
for having
there.
us back.
Yeah,
Oh,
thank
you're
you.
welcome.
Yeah.
Well, before I go, you're going to listen to Through My Window. The music is fabulous. And of course, that's it for this musical edition of Scribes and Songsters. A big thank you to our guests, Katie and Josh Pascoe. Fresh breath. Please check out their music. You'll be delighted with what you hear. Many thanks to our Scribes and Songsters team, producer Brian Sweet and technical producer and editor Gary Glass. Grateful thanks to Tony Toldo and the Toldo Foundation, and to Neil and Tina Quiring for their support. Thank you for watching. Hope to see you soon, right back here on Scribes and Songsters. I'm Veronique Mandal. Bye for now.
won't give up at all. When I grow up, I won't give up if I grow up at all. When I grow up, if I grow up, I won't give up at all. When I grow up, I won't give up if I grow up at all. Watching the world go by, feeling the warm sunshine. Watching the world go by, feeling the warm sunshine. Through my window